Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Good morning. Assalamu alaikum and a very warm welcome to all. I am Maira Kashaf Raja, serving as a female ambassador from Women Development Department at University of UOW. It is my privilege to host today's hybrid workshop titled 75 Years of China-Pakistan Bilateral Relationship, Wars, Global Warming and Human Health. This workshop is conducted under the Chief Minister Punjab Female Ambassador Program in collaboration with the Women Development Department, University of UOW. We deeply appreciate this visionary initiative by the government of Punjab, which empowers young women to lead in academia, research, and international dialogue. The program plays a vital role in promoting gender inclusive development and strengthening Pakistan's global partnerships. It is my honor to extend a warm welcome to our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Jamilun Nabi, Director ORIC, Dr. Amjad Hassan, respected deans, faculty members, and all distinguished participants joining us today. A special and heartfelt welcome to Dean Social Sciences. We are truly grateful for your gracious presence. We are privileged to have with us today our esteemed guest speaker, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, a distinguished Pakistani academic, ethnobiologist, and plant scientist from Quaid-e-Azam University. Dr. Khan serves as Professor of Plant Sciences and Director of Career Counseling at Quaid-e-Azam University. He is a member of the Pakistan Academy of Sciences and currently serves as President of the International Society of Ethnobiology. Renowned for his work in ethnobotany, medicinal plants, and biodiversity conservation, he has received prestigious honors from OIC, Comstech, CAS, and so HEC, Pakistan Science Foundation, and Natural Science Foundation of China, and the University of London. His international collaborations and research leadership continue to inspire scholars across disciplines. We look forward to his valuable insights today. With this, I now formally hand over the session to our focal person, Dr. Asma Arif. To proceed with the workshop, Dr. Asma, over to you.
Thank you so much, Maira Kashaf Raja, for introducing Female Ambassador Program under the Women Development Department. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to everyone. On behalf of the Women Development Department, University of UOW, I extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to our esteemed guest speaker, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, all distinguished guests, and to our valued partners. We are truly honored to have you all here with us in today's workshop. This workshop basically aims to highlight the 75 years of the Pakistan and China friendship and to address the shared challenges such as global warming, wars, and human health. While we will still promote the female participation in scientific innovation and in the broader socio-economic setup to strengthen bilateral ties of the China and Pakistan. This is very important to mention that this workshop is being conducted under the initiative of the CM Punjab Female Ambassador Program, Women Development Department, as a part of its continued efforts to promote gender inclusive participation in both in academia and the economic development. Before proceeding, as usual, I would like to especially express my special thanks to CM Punjab and the government of Punjab for making this session possible. Today, now, I also would like to express my special thanks to the Punjab Higher Education Commission for celebrating the 75 years of the friendship of Pakistan and China, both at the provincial and national level. So, today, we have chosen a very engaging topic, as the relationship between China and Pakistan is considered as the most enduring partnership in the whole Asia. Over the last 75 years, both countries have supported each other not only politically, but also economically, strategically, and culturally. So it builds a relationship that is often known as higher than Himalayas and deeper than oceans. If we go into the background, We all have seen that wars and conflict have long affected the social, economic, and human development of nation across the world. As far as Pakistan and China are concerned, they both recognize the importance of the peace and regional stability for sustainable growth. Um, China and Pakistan both have emphasized dialogue, diplomacy, and regional cooperation as a tool to maintain peace and reduce tension within the society. Similarly, on the other side, one of the most pressing concerns today is the climate change and the global warming. Both Pakistan and China are facing severe environmental concerns. Pakistan is in the most difficult situation because Pakistan remains among the countries which is most vulnerable to climate change, despite contributing very less to the global carbon emissions. And the recent devastation floods of the in the recent year also highlighted the need for the climate resilience and the international cooperation. Now, if we review the history of the human health, we all have seen that human health has now become a central global concern, especially after the COVID-19 pandemic. Health challenges today are closely linked with the wars, climate change, poverty, and environmental degradation. If we see the history of China and Pakistan, they already have cooperated in the fields of medical sciences. But still, I think so, there is a cushion. Still, universities and research institutions can play a very vital role in collaboration with China for finding innovative solutions to challenges faced by the Pakistan in the field of medical science. So to talk on this issue, we have invited Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, and who is serving as a professor in the Department of Plant Sciences, Qaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad. He is also the member of the Pakistan Academy of Sciences. So, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, first of all, we warmly welcome you in the University of Wa. This time, due to the shortage of time and due to the current war situation, we haven't invited you in person. But definitely, as we are going to extend our Female Ambassador Program, Women Development, under the Women Development Department, we would invite you in person for learning from your expertise.
Thank you so much.
Sir, first of all, do you want to now I handed over this session to you for the formal opening of the session.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Asma Arif. I know Dr. Asma Arif from the PSF NSFC project. We 18 people won that project from all over Pakistan. And one is Asma Arif and one myself. Today in this session, I don't know about the others. So anyway, thank you so much. I'm thankful to University of Wa, your administration, both your colleagues on your left and right, your deans, for inviting me to this hopefully insightful session. I would like first to share a few slides, if you allow me, though the slides are quite more in number, but still, I would like to take little time on that, let's say 20 minutes.
Yes, sir, no issues. And sir, I also would like to congratulate you as you have recently completed your project in collaboration with China. As you have mentioned that that was completed in collaboration with the Pakistan Science Foundation and National Natural Science Foundation of China. And
Thank you
you
so
have
much.
multiple distinctions, as you are also the member of the Pakistan Academy of Sciences and you are the award winner of the OIC and ComStech. So definitely your presence today here is valuable for all of us.
Thank you so much, madam. I hope you can see my screen.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay, so I will take about 20 minutes to introduce myself, my university, my research initiatives, and link it to the today topic so that it become a bit maybe easier for all the audience and participants to ask questions. So as you mentioned that the topic is the 75 years relationship with special emphasis in the scenario of global warming, wars, and human health. You have introduced me already, so I will not go to these details. But I work as a visiting scientist with one of the university in Italy and four different university in Kazakhstan as well, which I think I had to mention. And I also work as a vice president of the Association of Global Traditional Medicine, which was the initiative of Chinese traditional medicine from Wuhan last year, which may be of some interest for some participant later on after my talk. You know Qaid-e-Azam University, so let me introduce Qaid-e-Azam University, though many of us and many of you know that we have a very good global and country rank, number one in the country, and globally we have very good position as well as in Asia and top 400 universities of Pakistan in the QS and Time Higher Education ranking. I'm not going to more details, but still Qaid-e-Azam University, in spite of all these financial constraints and social issues, still play a vital role in the research and research initiative. When we talk about the Pakistan-China collaboration and Pakistan-China friendship of 75 years, which will complete on 21st May this year, the 75th year. It started on 19th May 1951. Sorry, 21st May 1951. And then there was a shift in 1963 when there was a dispute at the later stages of Mao Zedong era on the border issues in Karakoram Mountains, and it was settled down by then Field Marshal Ayub Khan and the establishment of Mao Zedong. And then in 1971 and 1965 wars, then military cooperation. And then in 2005, there was another strategic change. And 2013, the start of CPEC. And then in 2020, again, number of initiatives, including during the crisis, floods, etc., the help of China. And then 2025, last year, again, in different forums and different disciplines, the help of China, which are notable. I'm not going to that much detail of the relationship because we have to talk on the global warming. But before starting the global warming, being botany or biology student and a general citizen, we all know that water is important component. Water on the globe is about 71%, and in the cell at protoplasm, it is 80%. And from this, from the germination of seed to the food in our plate, it is the water which play the vital role. And what happens to water in this global warming and climate change scenario? I will go in a bit detail to these few points. And why water is important. Water is the building block of life, and it gives rise to ecosystem services. Ecosystem services, the oxygen we take, the food we eat, and the cultural services, aesthetic services, or picnics, and everything around us is related to ecosystem services, which could be divided to supporting, provisioning, regulating, and cultural. Due to shortage of time, I'm not going to that much detail like a technical session because we will have discussion at the end. But when the world was formed, when the planet was formed, after the Big Bang theory or whatever theory exists, whoever accept whatever theory, when the mountains of Himalaya, Hindu Kush, and Karakoram, these three ranges were formed. They were full of ice, full of snow. And due to this ice chunk, it is called third pole of the world. And it was actually the Indian and Eurasian geological plates which met with each other, and the creation of these mountains took place. And this is known as third pole of the world. After the Arctic and Antarctic pole of the world, the third place on the globe is this third pole, or these three mountain systems, Himalaya, Hindu Kush, and Karakoram, which have the largest amount of ice. And then when this ice started to melt slowly after the glacial age and ice age, it started to give rise to rivers. Rivers downwards to South Asia and rivers northward to China and in the westward towards Central Asia. And all these river system give rise to agriculture. And that agriculture caused the culture and civilization. So the world old civilization like Indus Valley civilization, Yangtze Valley civilization in China and Yangtze River, they started with this melting snow. And with these civilization, the world's largest population were formed. Like India with 1463 million is on top, and China is now on second. But out of about 8.25 billions population of the world, human population, 3.77, which is very close to half of the world population. It exists around these mountain ranges, this third pole of the world. And that's why to feed so many people, to dress so many people, to give facilities, houses, and day-to-day needs, it is a big challenge in the modern time. And that was the reason that industrialization took place and the world industries to fulfill the needs of these people, they started, and from that, the greenhouse gas emissions started. And that greenhouse gas emissions, chlorofluorocarbons, etc., carbon dioxide, etc., they cause the global warming. The global warming for some students, if they are with us in this session, is like we have, if we close all the windows of the car become very warm after some time in a sunny day. Because there is no exit for the carbon dioxide we produce in the car. So same is happening with the globe. There are so many emissions of gases, and now thick layers of these heavy gases. And this increase from 1960 in this graph to 2020 is up to 420 part per million in the atmosphere. And you can see China, Brazil, USA, India, Russia, they are the top producers of carbon dioxide. And then with this, the global heat increasing. Due to that global heat, we, Pakistan, and especially the mountainous regions above from this Islamabad and Wakand, the Himalaya region, you can see here in the scale, it is a highly vulnerable place in the world. And similarly, worldwide drought is increasing. And with the drought, some of our land is not capable to produce crops. So there's very high drought. And these countries, again, are becoming in the high drought region, if you can see in the scale. And this Himalaya Hindu Kush Mountains, which I showed, Karakoram Mountains, we actually Pakistan, China, India, and these countries share these mountains. And all these bad effects of greenhouse gases, the carbon emission, global heat, and world drought is on its peak in these regions. And due to these, some weather phenomena are changing. And torrential rainfalls happens every year. You can see these images from 2022 floods and later on from different times, from right from top in Swat Valley down to Dera Ghazi Khan and Khairpur district in Sindh, where the water stood for months and months. And as today we will talk about wars as well. So there is a Ukraine-Russia war for the last few years. And due to that war, because Russia and Ukraine produce a lot of wheat, barley, maize, rapeseed, and sunflower seed, which contribute quite considerable number, like Ukraine 9% wheat of the world, Russia 18%, similarly barley, maize 13% from Ukraine. and maize is one of the important feed for our poultry, etc. Uh, apart from food. So this is very important. And similarly, as the what we can say about uh, the world powers that is burning the oil. This was one of my article in the daily Islamabad Post in the newspaper last month after the Iran-US war. That what is happening? This global warming is increasing day by day due to emissions, industrial emissions of gases. But there were a lot of fires in the oil fields and in the refining industries in the Gulf region, and which increased the temperature drastically. And it increased the global warming. It caused the melting of our snow, and it may cause the flood, it may cause the weather pattern and the more torrential rain this season, and later on in the coming years. And after this, if we lose all our ice, there will be no feedback or feeding ice for our river system, and we will have because this ice must be melt Milton and slowly and gradually rather than abruptly. So that will the wars and the burning of oil fields cause more severe problems in near future as well. And how we can go for the solution. We as an academician can do events like the event today. We can celebrate certain days. We can publish our work. We can go for media. We can make part of curricula such kinds of initiatives and knowledge base things. And we can develop projects, collaborations with the neighboring countries, and we can go to the society, to the schools, institution, mosques, villages. And I will show few of our success stories on all these different points, what we have done, my research group and my team has done. So if we go for the events, I have participated as a keynote speaker, invited speaker, participant, speaker, uh, more than 170 academic events ranging from workshop to congresses around 22 different countries in the world. And I'm sure the academicians should do like this. And for example, this is the one of the symposia where Dr. Asma was also part of that in 2024, in April 2024, based on PSF NSFC project, where we were talking about the economically important plants of Himalayas shared by Pakistan and China. And we have had so many events like this. And this was the event, which is again related to my introduction, that I'm leading the Society of International Society of Ethnobiology in Morocco. We were for 7 days in the Atlas Mountains in Morocco with students in a college, school college. And the mountain, there was a school like Batrasi College in Mansehra, Pakistan. And we were there and we were talking about the slow food, medicinal plants, and climate change. And Dr. Abdullah, who was my PhD student at that time, now in China, he was with us as well. And that was my speech in the Congress at Marrakesh. And then we also do some celebration apart from these events. So I have given just a couple of examples from each of those events, celebrations, publications, etc. We celebrate World Soil Day every year on 5th December to educate the people about the soil because soil is important. So in 2022, I was in Kazakhstan in University of Toregerov, Sultan Mahmud Toregerov. Sultan Mahmud Toregerov was a poet like Allama Iqbal for Kazakhstan who wrote for the freedom of Kazakhstan. So we celebrated the World Soil Day in Kazakhstan. We celebrated the World Soil Day, and we are celebrating it since 2015 every year in Quaid-e-Azam University. Uh, and uh, and we sometimes give different kinds of awards and certificates to our students. For example, Dr. Zishan Ahmed was the best PhD student. He is now a postdoctorate in Xishuangbanna Botanical Garden, China. And he received the best PhD award, and one of the student in MSc received the award. And we also celebrate the World Mountains Day. As I mentioned, that mountains are important for the continuity of rivers, agriculture, culture, and civilizations. So in 2022, we celebrated the World Mountain Day in Bainawul National Park, Kazakhstan, where the temperature was minus 29 degrees centigrade. But still, we went to the mountain and we celebrated the Mountain Day. In Margala Hills, I think 2023, we celebrated the World Mountain Day with our students. We also celebrate the World Water Day from time to time. And similarly, we do publication like most of the academicians do. I will show few of the important publications which are related to this global warming. So how to reduce the carbon dioxide through different plants, because plants take carbon dioxide during photosynthesis. We publish this paper in the Frontier and Public Health Journal, a very good journal of Frontier series, the carbon sequestration potential of 5 different forest zones from Sindh to Kumrat, Pakistan, tropical, subtropical, temperate, and alpine forests. Similarly, we also publish the carbon sequestration potential of Margala Hills. We also quantify the conservation and ecosystem services. For example, we work in the Bainawul National Park of Kazakhstan and publish with that group. We also publish protection from virus. With this climate change and global warming, some new virus infestation happens, like the virus, coronavirus, Congo virus for human diseases, similarly the plant viruses. So we have published this review for protection of plants from plant viruses. And we have some collaborative work with the Chinese, as today event is based on the China relationship. So we work on the juglans plants, walnut plants, that where the walnut was originated and how it went through the human migration from Central Asia to China, Himalaya, and we just try to find the path, the way or the migratory way of different economic crops. Similarly, we work with the traditional ecological knowledge, as I mentioned, in the Society of Ethnobiology. So we work for the Mazri, from where different handicrafts are prepared. One of my PhD student did PhD, Abdullah did PhD on Mazri, Nanorov. And we also write some debates on traditional ecological knowledge, how it sustains, whether it is poverty or the choice of the people. We also publish a very good paper in some 18 impact factor in the traditional trends in ecology and evolution, where the title is stewardship. And this stewardship mainly comes from women, because today we are also talking about women, the role of women. Women always take part in collection of wild plants and collection of economic crops like cotton crops and wheat and sugarcane cutting, etc., all over the world, including Pakistan. And women know more about the stewardship. And therefore, we should empower our women because they play equally same role or maybe more important role than men in the society. And similarly, uh, today is 4th May, and yesterday when I was preparing my slides, I found that today is International Firefighters Day. So when we talk about the fire, we have published a paper that which kind of vegetation induce the fire. in the forests. One of my students who got selected by Public Service Commission Khyber Pakhtunkhwa as a lecturer last year, Azra Israr in Sawabi College nowadays, she published this paper from her MPhil work in the Fire Journal. But today is the Firefighter Day. So with this global warming, we are increasing the risk for everyone, including children and women, and especially firefighters. And we should know about their needs as well. We also do projects. I'm going quickly. We completed a project on from PARC funded project, Pakistan Agricultural Research Council, on grape varieties. Because with this changing climate, we need deep-rooted plants. And we completed a project on Pakistan-Afghanistan border, and we developed one canal plot for the nursery and the basic germplasm development for the farmers in Padachinar, Bajawar, and FR Banu, Waziristan during the COVID season from 2019 to 2022. And we developed 12,000 plants from 20 different varieties. And this was the PSF and SFC project where we worked on 10 rare plants which are medicinally important and shared by Pakistan and China. Due to time limitation and more time for the participants, I'm going quickly through these slides. So we collected the plants from very high altitude close to the snow line. We visited twice China as well. And we were there for 2,400 kilometer field work for 14 days in our two visits in 2024 and this year, 2026. So it was extremely important project, which led because today, again, China-Pakistan friendship is one of the component. So we have now initiated a joint lab with Kunming Institute of Botany and Quaid-e-Azam University, Islamabad. And we will develop a joint lab with India, Pakistan, China, Nepal, and most probably with Kazakhstan as well. Then this was the project document, and and we published different kinds of papers on these medicinal plants, highly medicinal plants, Heracleum candicans, some Himalayan plants, Iris hookeriana. These are the botanical stuff, but still you people can search these. And now, who is responsible for all these stuff? Wars, global warming, and relationship, etc. Everyone is responsible, but especially the developed nations who are emitting a lot of greenhouse gases. And during all those conferences which I have attended as a speaker, I have tried to convey my message that the part of Pakistani emission is very negligible, but being situated at the bottom of Himalayas, we are the top susceptible country in the world nowadays. And I think India may be the second after us. So due to this susceptibility and the direction of the rivers right from north to south in the Arabian Sea, we are the most susceptible country. And we should ask through UNO and different countries and through academia and universities from the world to reduce their carbon and other gases emissions. We also go for media to publish in the news articles about our conferences. We publish this in the newspaper, and later on in the KP Assembly, they pass a resolution about the control of forest fires. When we talk about 800,000 trees of Chilghoza forest burnt in the DI Khan, Waziristan and Baluchistan region in 2022. We also go for radio programs to talk about our grapes project. We went to the Hum TV for Pashto programs, again, for different projects. And now, what is the responsibility of academia? We generally celebrate, as I mentioned in the start, we are number one in the country. Sometimes we celebrate our research gate, we publish in Science Journal or so many things. but we don't take care of our fellow creatures due to the actions of so-called supreme human being or just a gentle human being. All our fellow animals, evolutionary or cousins, are burning due to our actions, and we have to think about all the creatures as well. And some of our papers got very good positions, as in the introduction, the lady told about that. This paper, which we published on the plant communities, was given the BIS HEC paper award in 2017. And this was the paper where we talk about the politics played by plants in the hazardous materials region. It was awarded by the OIC Comstic as a prize winner or BIS paper award. And now we are developing a project which is provisionally accepted with Kunming Biodiversity Fund, some about I think 1.5 million US dollar project with Climate Change Ministry of Pakistan, Environment Ministry China, United Nations Environmental Protection Agency, and we are hopeful to get this project within a couple of months. And it is important. I'm very close to finish. So anyway, it is very important to maintain our carbon dioxide level at below 475 part per million by the end of this century. But if we continue with the same rate and we do not reduce the emission, the carbon dioxide level can reach to 1313 part per million, and which will be disaster. There will be no life in the presence of such a huge carbon dioxide, because historically the evidences showed that it was 700 to 900 part per million carbon dioxide in the atmosphere 66 million years ago when dinosaurs disappeared. And that was the fifth mass extinction. In other words, we say Qiyamat. So it could be a Qiyamah or Qiyamat after 2050 if we continue the same emission, and especially the wars driven emission, which is more accelerated as compared to the normal emission. And yes, these are a few pictures in my invited talks last February in China and different universities. And University of Henan, University of Agriculture Yunnan, Kunming Institute of Botany. And yes, some of the research papers we have published, all those papers which we have published, actually on the theme, right plant for the right place. We as a botanist, plant scientist, try to develop right plant for the right place, so that we can win this war against the global warming. And these are our collaborators from different countries. I'm not going to much detail, but from China, Henan University, Kunming Institute of Botany, Shishwingbana Botanical Garden, Kunming Biodiversity Fund, NSFC, and etc. We have some collaboration with Denmark and Kazakhstan with different universities, Margolan University, Kuzybayov, Toregarov, Parabi, Eurasian, Astana International, etc. And these are a few of our profile screenshots from Google Scholars, Scopus, etc. And these are the links through which you can see if someone is interested or research initiative on our different forums. And one thing I will mention about YouTube, I was talking yesterday to Dr. Asma, that when we talk about the China, we have uploaded some videos on YouTube, how to get admission, how to get acceptance, and for students, what type of basic mistakes the student do. So such kind of materials can be found on our YouTube channel as well. And yes, I'm coming back to the point that yes, Pakistan-China friendship is important. Woman role is important. And this is my last slide. So before say thanks, I would say a few words about this slide. That Yes, in the last visit to China, the 23 days visit where we went on in January and came back in February, some of our friends in the aeroplane were saying that if China was close to any other country than Pakistan, they would have get more benefit than ours. We are not able to take benefit from China. There are opportunities of business, there are opportunities of academia relationship, collaboration, and so many, because the population of China is decreasing day by day. And there's a huge potential for this ever increasing population of Pakistan, and especially the educated people. Gulf is open for common people, but China is open for educated people. So we can have some inclusion in our curricula, some trainings programs, some workshop like this to guide our students specifically how to get admission, how to go with full ethics, full responsibility, because as a nation or as an individual of our nation, sometimes we lose our temperament, we lose our responsibility. We do some bad actions in China, from ethical, academic ethics to social ethics, etc., which reduce the chances of other Pakistani as well. So Pakistani students, or whether student or teachers, they should be ambassadors of Pakistan, and we should increase the opportunities with China. And there are so many opportunities. The only hurdle, personally, I think, is the language. But once you overcome the language, and the last point from my side, that everyone attending this conference, if they want to go to China and if they have not been before, they should develop a WeChat, because they work in a different world. They don't work on the Google search engine. They work on the all kinds of different gadgets, or which run through the bin, not Google. So with these few words, I finish from my side, and I would like to hear from you people, and we can have a discussion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a informative knowledge you have shared. And before coming to the important points you have highlighted in your presentation, you have covered everything: wars, global warming, and human health. But before coming to those points, I would like to mention here our Director ORIC, Dr. Amjad Hassan, and has joined us, and Dr. Syed Waqas Hassan. He is currently serving as a chairperson, Department of Economics, Departments of Biology, and also he served as a former director of the Quality and Enhancement Cell, University of WA. And I also would like to share with our participant that he is also a strong collaborator of the Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, and in the past they have completed several projects together. So we welcome all the participants here in this our session. Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, in your now I come to your presentation. In your presentation, before coming to presentation, sir, I would like I would like you to say something about the initiative of the CM Punjab. So, as you are from the KPK, do you think so? We should also initiate such kinds of initiatives in other provinces of Pakistan as well for the promoting the female participation.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asma. Yes, as you know, I am from Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and live here in the federal. So, personally, we go to very less to the depth of details taken by the Punjab government. But as I heard from you, that this is the initiative of Punjab government, so it's a great initiative. And I think the other provinces, because Punjab is the largest province of Pakistan, and half of the population is from Punjab. And all the provinces look towards Punjab for all such kind of initiatives. So all those good initiatives, which are important for the growth of new generation, for collaboration, and especially women empowerment, not only Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, but all the provinces, the rest of the provinces and units of Pakistan can take all those positive and good sides for legislation and also application. And of course, after this event, I would like to write a newspaper column for this to convince our provinces, other provinces as well, to start such initiative.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insights. Now, sir, I would like to draw your attention towards how would you compare the relationship of China and Pakistan with the China's relation with the other regional partner? Because we see that now China is leading all over the world, and they have many regional partners. So, how our relationship with the China is different from the other regional partners of the China?
Thank you. Yes, as I mentioned in the start, you people also mentioned about the relationship, and you told us that it is deeper than oceans, or sometimes they say it's deeper than Mariana Trench in Philippines, and higher than the K2 or Mount Everest. So, of course, this is the relationship based on trust. And when I was in China, I was quite curious to ask what is the main reason of this strong relationship. So it was the last time of Mao Zedong I heard from the Chinese. When he was quite expansionist towards certain countries, they went down to Laos to take this Shishongbana Botanical Garden region, part of the Yunnan province from them, some parts in the Guligan Mountains in Burma, Myanmar, some parts from Vietnam and the Vientiane district, Yuanjiang. But when they came to India, and then they were talking with India, but India thought that they are so deep, so weak, and they started to have a war with China. And with that, Pakistan, by chance, get the chance to have a good relationship, and it was a good start. And then later on, those Field Marshal Ayub Khan was quite wise man who just gave off some of the land in Karakoram to China uh, is a is a good message, which was not. I mean, it is such a tough terrain that Pakistan, I think, was not able to cover the terrain. It was just between this Kargil and India stuff. So anyway, it was a very good decision, and that was the trust which was developed. And they thought that Pakistan and China have no expansionist move for each other, and later on they helped each other. And I don't have the correct number, but as I mentioned, for the educated people, China is like a paradise. Thousands of students from BS, MPhil, and PhD are there, and number of families, including our students, they are there. They send their parents for Umrah, Hajj, etc., etc. So if we say frankly, all the income is generated from China. And I think with this initiative, like your initiative and other programs, we have to convince all our institutions, our departments, whether at government level or like autonomous institution like universities, to train our student about the opportunities in China, because they respect China a lot. And in the, I'm not expert of politics, but just a layman. Last year with war in India, we have tested all the Chinese weapons, not only for ourselves, but for them. And with that, they have now more respect for us. So we have to grab this occasion for our academician and at academia level, because they need a skilled and educated youngsters rather than just illiterate and common people who generally work in the Gulf countries, for example. So we have to take this relationship from country level to individual level, I think.
Thank you so much, sir. Sir, now I would love to I would like to draw your attention towards one more dimension. In the opening of my session, I have mentioned that still there is a cushion for the Pakistani universities. We can collaborate with China. and not only in the engineering sciences, but also in the medical sciences. In this regard, in this dimension, what do you suggest for our younger generation to maximize their capacity and efficiency to get benefits of the opportunities in China?
Uh, Thank you, Dr. Asma. Uh, Last week, Dr. Asma, there was a team from different Chinese institutions and different Chinese academia, like Chinese Academy of Science, Chinese Academy of Agriculture Science, and Chinese Academy of Medical Sciences. And there was a discussion in Pakistan Academy of Science, and it was discussed a little bit as well. But through this program, is the CM Punjab or Punjab government is initiating this program, and there is still a big craze among our youngsters for medical sciences. And China is one of the hub. There is a language barrier when these students come back. They have the problem to pass that particular medical test, uh, which I don't know what is the name of their test. But anyway, if at the government level it is discussed that the Pakistani student get training there in different universities through scholarships. The scholarship can be discussed for medical students. And later on, if the last year of the student is spent in Pakistan, for example, for house job, they will be able to pass that particular test. I was in Kazakhstan last year in September, and before going to Kazakhstan, we have had a meeting with the ambassador Erjan Kistafe, the ambassador of Kazakhstan for Pakistan. And we discussed this point because there are hundreds of students, medical students in Kazakhstan. And we discussed, and he was principally agreed that they will take this point with the Kazakh and Pakistani government that such students who get training in Kazakhstan, if they get the last year in the Pakistani medical colleges and hospitals. So on one hand, it will help in reducing the burden of healthcare in our hospitals and during house job. And on the other hand, they will be able to pass all those exams. So such initiative can be initiated. And through this program, as you are recording this program, I'm sure that the Punjab government not only work for starting such programs, but also to materialize the work for Pakistani student, their scholarship, and then their finishing. So I hope this would be answer to your question.
Yeah, thank you so much, sir. Sir, on the one side, we say there is a cushion for more collaboration with China. But on the other side, we also have observed that our young generation is losing certain opportunities in China. Do you think so? There are any shortcomings with our the students are doing mistakes again and again?
Oh, this is very good question, Dr. Asma. Last time in 2024, when we were in Shishwingbana Botanical Garden, some of Pakistani students, even faculty members who are young lecturers, they send me a message as generally, let me say it frankly to the audience. In Pakistan, we have this custom, ek riwaj hai, that please, sir, help me to get acceptance from any Chinese collaborator or institution. And I tried to convince them that this is not the way. And then we were discussing it with our students who are working there. In Shishwingbana Botanical Garden, there are more than 10 Pakistani students. One of them is associate professor, two of them, and the others are postdoctorate, some are PhD, maybe 13 or 14 people. And we were generally doing lunch together or sometime dinner together for complete 1 week. And we discuss all these points. When the Pakistani, what kind of mistakes Pakistani do? All of us know our mistakes. We, as a whole, are comparatively lazy people, especially the educated one. I'm not talking about the common Pakistanis. They are very hard worker. They work in the field uh, under a huge solar radiation and sunny days. Now the field will be full of those people. But our educated people become more lazy. I'm sorry for that. And what they do, they told me that they just write one email and put in a Word document, and sometime they attach the PDF or Word document to the email to the professor that I'm blah blah blah. I want to do this. Please give me acceptance. And they even don't bother to copy and paste that particular email to put in the email chat or that space, rather attach it to the email. So it's just a small starting, very huge, disappointing, and disgracing point for all of us. And then if there's any Pakistani, Indian, Sri Lankan, or Asian student in that particular lab, the supervisor generally forward that email to them. They never open it, and they ask the feedback of the student. And for that, then we recorded a video. And one of my students in that video is telling that he wrote some 65 different emails to different professors around the world for ERSEF. And he was accepted by one professor from Denmark. So he was just telling the motivation story. So the start is from the email. The second point, we never think about our future interest or long-term goal. We just randomly send emails. If I'm from ecology, plant ecology, I will send to a person in physiology, genetics, biochemistry, irrespective that the expertise of the supervisor do not match with me. So I think we should start from these basic. This is the way to first search for at least months, if not months. And generally, these scholarships start in the month of September or October or January and finish in March. And our people just get off at the end of the year. For example, now it is start of the May. Where are our students? They should work now. They should search for May, June, July. What is their interest, what they want to do in future. And it is not only for China, for all over the world, but especially China. They can identify the relevant professors. They can read their research papers, their expertise, and then develop an email for them, for all of them. They can develop, for example, 10 different documents of 2 pages each. They can say, I have read your blah blah paper. It talks about this. I have done this. And it make me confident that we can work together. And by this way, I think they can maximize their chances. And the second point start then later on. When our students go there, they then start for shortcut. They become easy. All the Pakistanis start to live with each other together in small groups. They generally don't mix with other cultures. It's again a wrong thing. They cook for themselves. They try to save a little bit money for their family. It's good. But again, they waste a lot of time. I have been to so many dormitory of the students, and they waste time by cooking food. And okay, I'm not against cooking food, but uh, they can cook, for example, twice in a week and keep in the fridge. But why they cook every day? Because they don't give attention to their main work, and then they have the conflict with the supervisor. And some of the students even go more negative. They remain involved in some illegal activities, some illegal like things. Dr. Saab is there. I think he's also PhD, maybe from China. And there are so many. You have the experience, but for the audience, if we have some students there, For these illegal kinds of activities, whether ethical activities or other, sometime in the business or some other things, they shouldn't do this because they not only, for example, last October I was in uh, Wuhan, and he's my collaborator now, Professor Zhu Hu, and he is president of the Global Traditional Chinese Medicine. He told me that there was an Iranian and Pakistani student, and they were involved in the import of some hashish or heroin or something like that. And then he said that now he has been banned due to those students to take PhD, especially from Pakistan and Iran. So it's such a unlucky moment and such a disgrace for all of us. So I think we have to educate. There's a lot of education, talim, but there is a little tarbiyat. So we have to focus on tarbiyat, and during our classrooms, all of us are teachers, and we all in the society could be teacher in our home, in our society. We have to teach all those things which are actually the main theme of our religion, Islam, but the other religions and nations have taken that. So I think these are the mistakes which are moral. So let me summarize in one sentence that all those moral things we should adopt, from writing to actions, to maximize not only our chances, but to maximize the chances for our fellow students and fellow colleagues. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for highlighting. It is very true. We need to improve especially on from the moral grounds. Sir, now I would like to draw your attention towards your recent article published in the Islamabad Post. Based on this article, it highlights a hidden crisis. Why do you think the link between war, climate change, and human health is often overlooked in the global discussion? So, sir, I welcome you to highlight this issue as well.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asma. As I mentioned during my lecture, that everything is interconnected in the ecosystem. When we touch one component of the ecosystem, it automatically affect the others. So the things are not isolated. All the biological, natural, and political ecosystems are interconnected. So as I mentioned, with these wars, a lot of use of ammunitions, and especially in the Gulf War, whether it was Iran-Iraq war in 1980s. One of my friend who is producer in Pakistan television is my neighbor. He told me that he remember that the petroleum price was increased from 7 rupees to some 12 or 13 rupees in the Iran-Iraq war, and it never came back. So this is the economic or financial side, which is your expertise. But on the other, the health side or the plant health, human health, all this burning of reservoirs, fossil fuels in Iran, and then in retaliation in the other Gulf countries by Iran, it not only caused the economic crisis, but it also caused the human crisis. The short stature bodies of the human, and with this increasing heat, we remember that in the last couple of years, the schools have been closed for a few days from time to time due to heat waves. And apart from that, we can see that the human body, the new children body is now short stature, short body size. And it is one of the reason is this global warming or heat waves in the world, and other pollutants, the air pollutants, and which is it is the product of industrial emission. But when the war happens, it becomes at once, and that carbon dioxide and other gases during these warfares It exists for years and years. And there are a lot of research. It is again a woman role. So Dr. Rifat Naseem Malik, or coming dean, hopefully, is the professor of environmental science. And some of her students are working on the high altitude plants where these pollutants go and assemble on the surface of the plants at high altitude. And Pakistan is one of the high altitude country, a custodian of the world three largest mountain system, as I mentioned, is one of the susceptible country in this as well. We are susceptible for global warming. We are susceptible, number one in diabetes, maybe in the top five in hepatitis B and C, and all these bad things are related to us. So whatever happens in the world, it affects us due to these mountain systems, and therefore there must be a global discussion, and not only us, but especially the South Asian nations. In the north of the Asia, they are affected as well. Also the Central Asians, but a bit lesser than us. These kinds of floods and human health and direct and indirect effects on human health due to flood and others have happened in the last 5 years in China, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Russia, and all these neighboring countries of these mountain systems. So, and this is due to these warfare. So I have tried in that. Generally, we write for journals for research, but due to Iran war, I was very sensitive to that issue, and I started to write few articles in the newspapers as well. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now I have one more related question. For example, how the policymakers can integrate these interconnected issues highlighted in your hidden crisis mentioned in the Islamabad Post into the national and international level. As you have asked, you are also writing some papers. So, what you have suggestions in this regard?
It's very difficult question in a way that human never accept their mistakes. In the same series, in the same post, I have published a paper, though I was a bit reluctant. Some of our friends said, "Will you not go to USA?" I said, "If it is the reason, then I will not go." So I wrote another article that veto powers is eroding the worth of UNO. The audience can read that paper as well. That once all the nations say there shouldn't be a war, only the veto power says there should be a war, and the Iraq war happens. And when all the nation says there shouldn't be a war, including two of the veto powers as well, only one veto power say there should be a war. So there is a need of strengthening the power of UNO at global level. There are, but that is, as I mentioned, uh, we can discuss it. But yes, if it is started from a small university forum like Y University, this discussion, and it is already has been discussed quite thoroughly around the world. I'm sure that one day the world nations, uh, first our nation and then the world nations, will be able to handle this issue. For example, when we talk about the carbon emission, I think I heard in one of the policy brief in one of the conference after COP uh, this year, which happened in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. I attended a meeting post-COP conference in Islamabad and the policy discussion. And I heard that some of the farmers from Sindh province have put a case in Germany or some European country, and they have won the case. They're due to their carbon emission, the flood is affecting Khairpur and other districts. And this is the discussion which should be started at our government level, though our prime ministers and ministers go and ask for such problems at World Forum. But at the same time, the World Forum must be strengthened so that they can handle this issue and control this, sorry to say, but the greedy human being. Human being shouldn't be greedy like that. it is today. So I think it should be the answer to your question.
Yes, sir. There is only one problem. Human being currently is greedy. That's why all over we can see our problem is getting hype. Sir, I would specifically talk about your article published in Islamabad Post, which has mentioned hidden crisis. Sir, this article has mentioned events like Gulf War and burning of the wells. So, what long term environmental and health impact do you think these wartime actions can leave behind? And how do modern conflicts contribute to the pollution differently as compared to the earlier wars? So, this is my question.
Thank you. I think there was a research paper published, and I found that on the research gate there during COVID, when there was no air traffic for some time, then the ozone layer was healing, and the ozone hole was decreased in size. All the audience and you people can search about that paper, and it was very interesting. I read during COVID. So it is evident when there is no air pollution, even the ozone layer, which protect us from the toxic rays of the sun for skin diseases and others, uh, if it healed off during COVID, I think if such a big number of missiles which are run through the fossil fuels, such big number of jet aeroplanes which take part in the war, how big effect it will have not only on our atmosphere but above the atmosphere on the ozone layer. So some of the effects are direct and some are indirect. I talk about the short stretcher bodies, the heat waves. You asked about that how long this will affect. I can't say about how long, but it depends how much emission has been caused. If some of us have noticed when we go through the aeroplane, some of the air tickets mention that this aeroplane will emit this much carbon dioxide, and that is generally in hundreds of tons. So how much tons would have been if we are just work and some of the researcher joining us here, they can work on this, that how many aeroplane, the jet planes and missile took part in this whole series, how much gases, which kind of gases they emit, and if they calculate, it could be a good research paper for them as well, and it will tell us that for how long it will affect, but it will definitely affect the human health from all kinds, the respiratory diseases, and not only the direct health. When we talk about the health, we just think if something like the Hiroshima attack cause direct human health. These all incidents affect all the ecosystem. They affect on our water. The bombardment on Tehran after those reservoir, the burning of reservoir, the water was polluted, and they were not able to take the surface water. The rivers were polluted, and there was a risk to for the down water in the water table for the wills and bores, etc. So again, it caused the diseases, the water. And when then that water is used for irrigation, this heavy metals and all kinds of toxic material go to the food chain and food web, and then go to the animals, to the milk, to the meat, and ultimately come to this greedy species. I will use the word again, greedy species, because we always think about ourselves, but every good and bad things come again in the form of food, food web, and food chain to us. And it will have a long lasting effect, and the coming days will prove it. And we hope the war is finished now. We hope and pray.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I think is the time for the question and answer. Your presentation was so much engaging. The time passed so quickly, we couldn't realize. So I think we should also provide some chance to our participants as well. And I would like to mention here we have a very diverse range of institutions today in our session. And we also have Professor Dr. Maisha Asad Khan she's serving as a Dean of the Graduate College at Kennett College University. If she is here, I welcome her to share her insights. If she's not available, okay. Professor Maisha Asad Khan is there. Is she's okay? I think okay. I think now Rehana has some questions.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you so much for the insightful session that you have conducted today. It was indeed a very informative session. There is one question that due to the war, what will be its consequences on food securities of this region? If we are going to link this war region with our food security concerns, so how would it have the impact on the food security, like on the major perspectives of agricultural side?
Thank you, madam. Exactly, what a good question. We have heard about the fertilizers. When the fossil fuels, they are just refined for different kind of diesels, gases, methane, ethane, etc. Then the urea is one of the byproduct, and all the fertilizers, they come as a byproduct of these fossil fuels. And most of our fertilizer come from the Gulf countries. So there's a huge increase in the prices of fertilizer. Other than the transportation charges, there's a very big effect of war on the food security, because our soil is not that much rich in nutrients as compared to Central Asian and Siberian soil, where they crop alternatively after 2 years. They keep the soil without crop for a couple of years and then um just utilize the land. We have to utilize the land for 2, 3, or more crops, and we need to give the synthetic fertilizers. And this huge price will affect not only the food security, but also this pollution will cause the food safety as well. And on the other hand, there are a lot of other things like the different machines, products, and different equipments used in agriculture. Their prices will increase, and ultimately, the low income farmers will not be able to afford, and it will affect the food security. And at the same time, in the war zones, there has been shortage of food. For example, here we should mention one more thing which is very close to my heart through these audience, that in the Gaza, Palestine, they are already have this problem of food security. Even the people through Samud Flotilla and other organization, when they want to reach, they do not allow them to take the food. So direct effects and some indirect effect through agricultural products. So it's a very good questions, and it will cause the food security problem as well.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, sir, I request our Dr. Amjad Hassan, Director Auric, to share her insight and if he has any questions about our session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Dr. Asma, for providing me this opportunity to say a few words on this occasion. Firstly, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Shajaul Mulk Khan. Although I could not listen to your presentation, but I'm listening to the comments and the areas you covered. Basically, it speaks of the depth and the value of your presentation, and I really appreciate that. And it must be certainly good because you addressed very important topics, which includes war, global warming, and human health as well. And I believe that the participant must have benefited from your insight. And I would also say that although this talk and the different sessions we organize under this initiative of the Chief Minister and the Women Development Department We try to make these sessions very productive, not only for the sake of having these sessions, but making these sessions very productive. And I appreciate the efforts of Dr. Asma, who is leading this team, and her colleagues, our students, Maira and Maheen, and so many other offices who are involved in all these organizing these activities. And I must appreciate the participants as well, that who spare time and who listen to our call and they join us. And I hope that they will have some positive input on these occasions. Since this is a sort of a celebration of 75 years of our relation with China, I think there is a lot for us to learn from. It's not only, I won't say that China helped us in economically and militarily, and above all, to me, is the most valuable thing is the trust we enjoy at both ends. That is very rare. And 70 years as 75 years is a long time. And it's very trusted relationship. And it's I hope that in future, we as a Pakistani nation will not simply go to China and have degree or some postdocs and so on and so forth. Rather, I would say that we must learn, as you said, that good things from them and try to adopt those good things and also to apply those good things over here. So that's very important for us, because China is a big country, but I would also mention over here that age-wise, as an independent country, they are younger to us, like 2-3 years. But you can see the economic status, their standing in the world community, and how did they achieved all this. This is because of their hard work, their commitment, and I think that this is what we should learn from them. And we hope that these kind of activities on behalf of ORIC and on behalf of Women Development Department, our female ambassador, and the Chief Minister's Initiative and Women Development Department, they are with us, and we are massively organizing these programs. And for the last nearly, I guess, every week, rather, we have this kind of session. And I would also suggest, Dr. Asma, that we should have some sort of evaluation at the end, so that we should know that how much this was useful for the participants. And before I conclude, because I would have continued with you folk, but I have to go to attend another commitment. So with these words, I thank you once again, Professor Saab, and all other participants. And our Dean Social Sciences is also with us, and the faculty from Economics Department, Professor Waqas, who is currently Chairman of Biosciences, and our students as well. With these words, I once again thank you very much and wish you the
Thank
best.
you.
And I hope that this is not the last session, and every coming session will be more fulfilling and more rewarding. Thank you so much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Saab. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable feedback. Now, I would like to request Dr. Mohammad Rizwan, Dean Social Sciences, for his valuable comments for our today's session, when we are celebrating 75 years of Pakistan and China relationship. And also, we are all together in this session from the platform of CM Punjab Initiative Female Ambassador Program, Women Development Department. Sir, welcome you, please.
Assalamu alaikum. First of all, I would like to say thank you, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk, and the organizing committee of this wonderful event. And celebration of Pakistan-China relationship is really a blessing for all of us, and we always have this activity with a lot of proud, because these two nations are always moving together with shoulder to shoulder. Whenever we need, China is always available for us. And Prime Minister's CM Punjab's initiative regarding the Female Ambassador Women Developmental Program is really need highly appreciation. And the Dr. Asma working hard on this initiative from our side. And we are really thankful, all of you, those are supporting these initiatives. And my stance is whenever we are talking about women, the women is basic unit of your family structure. And if a woman is empowered, then our country will be definitely move forward in a very good direction. So I believe we should initiate not only orientation sessions, we should plan something that is practically enhancing some skills those are required to improve our society and to improve this kind of relationship that we are focusing right now. With these comments, I would like to say again thank you to Dr. Shujaul Mulk and all allied partners, those are attending the seminar, and the CM Punjab, who is supporting all these activities, and all the audience who are here. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
Dr.
Now I welcome Professor Dr. Waqas for his valuable comments on today's session. And he is also the strong collaborator of Dr. Shuja as well.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Saab. Very nice hearing you. Just one clarification. I am a strong collaborator in the Department of Plant Science. I have not yet collaborated with Dr. Shuja, but I would love to invite Dr. Shuja at University of Wa, and I would love to have collaboration directly with Sarji.
Thank you, Dr. Waqasab. The Department of Plant Science mean all of us, Dr. Farouk, Dr. Hassan.
Exactly.
We always find you there, and we are like one body. So, yes, thank you, Russell. Welcome.
It was a pleasure listening to you.
You are absent from quite a few days, though the time is short, but you should visit.
I
Thank
know,
you.
inshallah, I will visit, sir. But it was a pleasure listening to you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Dr.
Thank you so much, sir, Professor Dr. Shuja. Now, as we already mentioned, the time flies so fast. We couldn't realize. And 1.5 hours is very less time. And I think, and we couldn't cover all our queries and even the queries of our participants as well, because of the shortage of time, we cannot open up all the questions. But I would like to, now I would like to formally sign off this session. And sir, I'm really thankful for your time. And as I hope our collaboration, as you have mentioned with Dr. Waqas as well, that it will continue in the future as well. So with your permission, sir, I can formally sign off the session. So
thank you so much, Asma. Just last quick comment. I have just given my email address, and those who have any question can reach to me through there. Thank you so much.
Sure, sir. When I would circulate the electronic certificates to the participants, I would share your email address for all the queries. They can send you directly.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dear participants, as we come to the end of today's session, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to our distinguished guest speaker, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, respected guests and active participants, and especially thank you to the Dean Social Sciences, Dr. Muhammad Rizwan, our Dr. Waqas, our faculty of the Department of Economics, and from the students as well. So thank you for your contribution and your engagement for today's session. Today's discussion on workshop on 75 year of China-Pakistan bilateral relationship, wars, global warming, and human health has truly highlighted the importance of shared challenges such as war, global warming, and the human health. I would like to once again acknowledge the support of the Chief Minister of Punjab and Women Development Department for making this initiative possible. I also extend my special thanks to the Professor Dr. Jamilu Nabi, Vice Chancellor of the University of Wa, Brigadier Shajiullah Qadri Ameem, Registrar of the University of Wa, for their visionary leadership and for encouraging the universities of active participation in Chief Minister Punjab Women Development Department initiatives. A special thanks to the students and faculty of the Department of Economics and to the all administration of University of Wa for hosting and organizing this event. I'm especially thankful to the IT and the Media Department of the University of Wa for smooth conduct of activity and for all the arrangements. A special thanks to the sporting institutions. This event attracted a diverse range of academic institutions, organizations, and the professional bodies. We hope that today's session has inspired new ideas, encouraged meaningful dialogue, and opened the door for future collaborations with the China in promoting and strengthening bilateral relations to address shared challenges such as global warming, wars, and human health. With this, we conclude today's workshop. Thank you all for your participation. Stay safe and have a wonderful day ahead. From this, now I hand over this session to Ms. Maira Kashaf Raja, Female Ambassador of University of UOW, for formally signing off the session.
Thank you so much, ma'am. On behalf of the University of UOW, I extend sincere gratitude to our worthy Vice Chancellor, Professor Dr. Jamilun Nabi, Director ORIC, Dr. Amjad Hassan, Dean Social Sciences, University of UOW, Dr. Muhammad Ramzan, Chairperson, Department of Biosciences, University of UOW, Professor Dr. Waqas, all the other respected deans, our esteemed guest speaker, Professor Dr. Shujaul Mulk Khan, for your valuable time and presence. A special thanks to the Chief Minister Punjab Female Ambassador Program and Women Development Department for their support in making this event possible. Thank you to all the participants for your active engagement. We hope today's session enriches our understanding of Pakistan-China ties and the shared challenges we face. This is the official signing off from today's workshop. Jazakallah khair. Allah Hafiz.
May live long Pakistan-China friendship.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Allah Hafiz.